Hello everyone, this is Randy here again. Another episode of Professional Farmer 2014. And we are playing on the American map from the Platinum DLC. Oh, you can push the barrels around. Interesting. Anyway, this episode we're hopefully going to do some fertilizing. Got all the fields planted, they're all set and ready to go. So now we just need to fertilize them up. And for that, we bought a new fertilizer spreader. The old one is... Ah, yes, over here. So there's that one. And I happen to notice, to show you guys this in a minute. Reason we're going over here, if you look at this one, and then we go over to this one, if you notice what's on the back of this one, I've never seen a fertilizer spreader quite set up like this, but, okay, notice anything, similarities here on the back. Yeah, looks like they just, took that one over there and mounted it on the back of this thing, and there you go. Yeah, I've never seen one quite like that before. That seems like kind of a weird setup, but hey, anyway. I'm assuming it's got the same width. I'm just guessing. It says 30.1 on the back. Anyway, we'll give this a try. I believe, yes, I filled it up already, so. Holds a lot of fertilizer, by the way. 1,200. That don't seem right. Thought it was more than that. Maybe not. So I guess we'll just pick a field and start here. Actually, you know what? Let me do one thing first. I just realized. Let's advance it to the next season first before we fertilize. This seems to be the most reliable time to put fertilizer down for some reason. The season after you plant. So whatever season you plant in, advance of the season, then fertilize. Let's see what's here. He looks to be the same width to me. It's always kind of hard to tell with the when the crops start coming up. Really hard to see where you fertilized. In fact, I'm betting you guys probably can't even see that in the video. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I'll have to say. Obviously, the only difference being it looks like it holds more. And I'm not sure we'll fertilize all the fields this way or not. We can obviously use the liquid fertilizer sprayer as well. Okay, we got corn planted. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It looked like corn on this field. Oh, that was zoomed out as I can get. That is the one problem with a lot of these fertilizers. Their width, and you can't zoom out far enough to actually see the entire width you're fertilizing at. And I do happen to notice I actually don't have a fill plane in the back of that back part of the fertilizer spreader there. It's kind of weird without that. I believe the other one actually has that covered. Can't really get a look at it real good because of the views, but okay, there we go. And as I recall, okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I was wondering if I own that field there. Don't think I do yet. And yeah, with the fertilizing spreading, you can pretty much go as fast as you want. I usually stick to speed 3 on the CVT transmissions. I find that to be the more controllable speed. I do tend to go a little bit faster on the geared transmissions, actually. Usually put that like 6C. And I believe that's about 36, 37 kilometers per hour. At least on the bigger tractors, anyway. What do I got planted here? I got barley. Okay. I'll have to say, barley on this field, it definitely makes it easier to fertilize. Actually, see what I'm doing a little bit. It'll help too as it gets a little bit later in the day. It'll get brighter out. That'll make a little bit of difference as well. Yeah, normally the fertilizer spreaders like this, I'm used to actually seeing this back piece actually part of the fertilizer spreader. Not actually like two separate units like this. You basically got like a tank here. And this back part that is actually spreading it. Oh, that's... yeah, don't give that view. Seems like a weird setup to me. Kind of wants me to, or kind of makes me want to look this thing up and actually see if that's actually a thing like that. Like I say, it just seems kind of weird. All the ones I've ever seen, it's actually, I mean, all one thing. You know, the spreader part is actually on the back part of the tank. It's not actually two separate things where basically this front tank's emptying into this back tank, which is actually emptying onto the spreaders. Like I said, that just seems kind of a weird setup. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but... Okay, like I said, I had to look it up here, so I did. And yes, indeed, that actually is kind of sort of the way it looks like it actually is in real life. Like I said, it just seems like kind of a weird setup. Looks like it might be actually kind of like serving a two-part purpose here from what I see in the images. You can transport fertilizer with it, you know, by taking this back piece off, and then you can spread it with too if you put the back piece on. So that's, at least from what I'm seeing anyway. Must be a European thing that I'm guessing. I mean, that shouldn't surprise me considering this is a European game, I guess, but... Just goes to show you guys, you know, the difference in European equipment versus, say, American equipment, or even Canadian equipment for that matter. Even like if you live in the States like I do, the U.S. the equipment's different from like north, south, east, west to yet. So, and I'm not just talking, you know, brands of equipment either. I'm talking, you know, actual differences in the equipment itself. Like for example, a good example of this would be the types of tires on our equipment. A lot of times you see row type, row size tires on it versus the I think what are they, balloon type tires on the like European tractors. A lot wider tire versus the ones in, at least in my area, a lot narrower. Bit down rows. And by rows usually means rows of corn. Or possibly soybeans too. Sometimes soybeans get planted in rows. Usually it's corn. Also, usually don't see too many European tractors with duals on them. Versus, you know, where I live, it's pretty much all tractors have duals on the rear. That's pretty much a given with that. And then even occasionally you'll see duals on the front too. Of course, if you got the articulated one, there's always duals on front and rear. Like, for example, a 9000 series John Deere, those will always have duals front and rear. I got the feeling like it's going to rain here. Oh, cloudy. Oh, okay. Well, it's not going to rain, but it's going to be cloudy. Oh, I got grass on this field. I probably didn't have to fertilize it. Oh, well. Yeah, lately I have not been fertilizing the grass fields. I don't think there's any benefit to fertilizing grass in this game. At least there doesn't seem to be to me anyway. I guess I've gotten this far, so I might as well finish it. Like I said, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I might be mistaken on that one, but... yeah, it definitely must be European with this particular spreader. All the tractors of the images I'm seeing anyway, you see the European type tractors pulling it, so... to say we're definitely knocking the fields off fairly quickly with this spreader. So yeah, I did not plant this field this year. I just kind of left that one. It's like, yeah, kind of small, not really worth doing anything with, I didn't think. And I don't own these other two next to it either. It's, again, kind of small. Now, if you could plow fields together in this game, I would probably think about it. You know, put those 3 fields together. That would kind of make sense. I believe we got potatoes on this field, if I recall anyway. Yes, potatoes. We're going to try out our new potato harvester. New self-propelled potato harvester, that is. And then, yeah, probably after we finish all the harvesting, I think we're probably going to call it a season. I think we'll be finished with the professional farmer videos. I don't think there'll be anything else I really want to do in this game, unless you guys can come up with something you want to see yet. I believe at that point we will probably have done like everything, I believe. Trying to think, going through my head here, it's like, yeah, I've done that. Then trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think so. Obviously, I haven't bought every single piece of equipment. I'm kind of fine with that. I don't need to see everything. Probably just show more problems with more equipment anyway. I mean, so far we've found out that one cultivator is the wrong cultivation width. We also got a sprayer with the wrong width. Michael informed us the new combine we just bought, probably not going to like that one, so yeah, we'll find out when we actually start using it. That doesn't surprise me for some reason. Although, come to think of it, I think that's the one they always advertise with, so you think they would have tested that one a little bit more than some of the rest of them, made sure that one was good, but yeah, you never know. You never know. Actually, I don't think they know what the meaning of the word test is over at UIG. Test, you know, check it, make sure it works. I don't think they know the meaning of any of those words over there. I mean, some simple test and check would have shown, I think, quite easily a couple of, I'm not going to really call them glaring problems, but I would think easy problems to solve and correct. You know, I think you would just spend a little bit of time in the game environment and, you know, just take the cultivator out to a field, test it, and, you know, see what it does. Make sure it actually cultivates, you know, does what it's supposed to, type of thing. Same thing, you know, the sprayer, take it out to a field with the, sprayer, make sure it sprays, make sure the fertilizer's getting applied, make sure, you know, what holds what it's supposed to, all that type of thing. I mean, that's just my opinion anyway. That's kind of what I would probably do. Apparently, they must have some better way of checking, maybe. Anyway, on more positive news, I see a Farming Sim is starting to release some of the equipment they're going to have in the next Farming Sim 15. I don't believe the list is complete yet. There's probably, 50 or so vehicles, I think, so far. I'm not really counting, mind you. I'm just off the top of my head to say there's probably about 50. Probably, you know, wide range of vehicles. Like a fair number of new ones this year. So that'll be nice. Looks like a lot of the crashed into that. Looks like a lot of the titanium. Not sure about Ursus. I don't recall if I've seen Ursus equipment. Not sure on that one. I know I've seen a lot of the titanium equipment was listed. So yeah, the harvesters, tractors, planters, all that good stuff. And obviously some New Holland equipment. I believe at this point it was pretty much just some tractors and I think was there a couple balers or one baler, something like that. So not a whole lot of New Holland equipment at this point. Okay, one episode, we pretty much got most of the fields fertilized already. I think we missed 4 of them so far. But we're still got a couple minutes to go yet. And yes, I could probably sell the old potato harvester. Or is that, yeah, I think that's that's the potato one there. The sugar beet one we got self-propelled, so... And that was pretty much a waste of money there. Sugar beets are worthless. Should have gone with a self-propelled potato instead of the self-propelled sugar beet. But oh well. I still probably would have wanted to, you know, give it a try, even though it was or is worthless. $57%. So we can definitely get a few more fields done yet. Okay, yes, we got potatoes on this field as well. I believe it was just the 2 fields of potatoes we got planted. Both fairly good sized ones, so I think we might end up getting sick of harvesting potatoes after all these fields. I know we just did the one larger field by the barn there, and we made, I think, about 50,000 or so off that. Just that one, not really a large field, not a small field either, but definitely wouldn't say it's as big as this one, I don't think. This is 2.4. I think the other one's what, like 1.8 maybe it is? Yeah, I don't remember what all the field sizes I have anymore are, but... And that was just with a little tow-behind potato harvester we were using. Wasn't bad, the only problem with it is it filled up so quickly. That was the kind of my main complaint with that harvester. Constantly having to empty, so that's why it took so long to harvest the potatoes. Also, in other news, we started our new farming sim series. We are playing on the Missouri map, and we're playing with a soil mod there. That should be a lot of fun. Probably going to be a lot of work as well, but should be a lot of fun. Okay, that does it for that field. I think this one back here might have been grass. I know I got another grass field around here somewhere. This might be it. Oh, this one's corn. Okay, so we'll fertilize this one then. Still got my mowers sitting there. I should probably bring them back some point. That's with our blue massive tractor. With our blue massive mowers. The color coordination there kind of happened on accident. Or brand coordination, whatever we want to call that. Yeah, well, we definitely don't own all the fields on this map. We definitely own quite a few of them. And I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not sure I really have any interest in owning a whole lot more. Obviously, the more fields we own, the farther out it's going to have to go. I definitely own most of the fields that are close to our farm at this point. There's a couple small ones over there. I don't have them. I'm kind of fine with that. It's like, too small. But all the bigger ones, I have those, so... At this point, if we buy any more fields, I think there's maybe one or two more we can buy that are somewhat reasonably close. But after that, we're going to have to start going out a ways to get to the fields. And yeah, transporting stuff in this game just doesn't really sound like a good time to me, so... Okay, I think we got a narrow little strip here yet. Yes, we do. Go figure. Okay, 99%, that's close enough for me. If I wanted to get 100%, it's probably the ends I'm missing on if I had to guess. Just guessing anyway. That is wheat. Okay. And there's two more fields to fertilize yet, but I think I'll take care of those off screen. So yeah, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Next episode, we'll probably do some more fertilizing with a liquid manure spreader. Or not the liquid one, the solid one, actually. Probably do a little solid manure spreading. And then it'll probably be time to harvest. So, thanks for watching, and until next time.